Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another Reader's Magnet featured author interview. My name is Mark, and I will be your host for today. And joining me for this session is one of the Reader's Magnet featured authors that is here with us to share his journey as an author and to tell us more about his amazing book titled The Commander in Chief's Trophy. We have Paul H. Diana. Hi, Paul. How are you today?
Thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you for joining us for this session, Paul. We are really glad that you chose our platform, Readers Magnet, to share your story with the world, and we can't really wait to know more about your journey and this book, actually, to be specific. So before we do that, though, Paul, I want you to introduce yourself to our viewers right now.
Okay, a little background. I'm born in 1943, right at the end of the war, during the war. And
Mhm.
my exposure to movies was at a very early age. So I lived 2 blocks from a neighborhood show theater. So I'd go often to movies. That kind of influenced me a lot on my tastes.
Got
Then
it.
I went to school in the French Quarter in New Orleans, St. Louis Cathedral. That's my school. Then I went to
Mhm.
De La Salle High School, LSU for electrical engineering, and I worked in the industry until 2000. And now I'm retired. And as you know, we had COVID hit in 2019, and because of COVID, the book is written.
Oh, there you go. I love that how you've actually, managed to, produce something while we're having well, during the COVID, you've managed to publish and create a book because of that. And yeah, by the way, I want to know what the book all about, Paul. So for our viewers right now, the book is actually on screen. That's Commander in Chief
Trophy.
Trophy. There you go. So, uh,
First,
Paul, please tell us what the book is all about.
okay, first of all, the trophy is held by that armed service that has done the best in athletics for the previous year.
Hmm.
So you have Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Marines. Usually, Army, Navy, and Air Force have won the most events between the various between various stu- universities. And anyway, they get to keep the trophy.
Hmm.
Well, I noticed that, and over the years, not too many people have known about it.
Yeah.
And I read articles in the paper about it. And
Hmm.
over a couple of years, I started gathering this information. And it was then that I got an idea. This might be interesting because it's been over 10 or 20 times that the trophies, I'm not the trophy, the mascot have been
The
stolen
goat.
from the university. So I'm saying, well, what about if they try to steal the trophy? So that was my first idea on it, and I
Hmm.
got information from the newspaper and just collected it. And by the time COVID came, I had a lot of information about stealing the mascots, but also something else had happened about the trophy, and I
Hmm.
wanted to combine the two things. It's something that
Hmm.
the young people don't know about, and they're probably going to be oops, they're going to be wondering what I'm talking about. Let
Right,
me
right, right.
apologize to them right now. I do have some problem with stuttering, so if I stop,
Mhm.
please bear with me. But
That's okay.
anyway,
That's okay, Paul.
when I grew up, I went to the shows a lot. I saw movies like with Errol Flynn and Robin Hood, mysteries with Charlie Chan, Sherlock Holmes, cowboy movies, and we even had Batman and Robin with not
Mhm.
all the gadgets. Those things I love. One thing about the stories back then, even the so-called violence, there was never any blood. A cowboy could shoot another cowboy 20 times and there was no blood, so it wasn't gory. Well, anyway,
Mhm.
So I wrote the book, and I'm hoping that some people enjoy the way that I did it, and keep them in suspense until
Mm-hmm.
the very end.
Right. So I'm actually curious, Paul. What triggered you to actually write the book? I mean, what inspired you? I mean, there could be another, topics that you want to share to to the world, but you chose this type of topic. So tell me, what inspired you to write this one?
A challenge against myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an engineer.
Right.
Engineers are noted for not having good writing ability. So I was good at lining up things in a row, or
Mm-hmm.
doing a sequence of events. But as for putting it on paper, um, engineers don't do that well.
Right.
They do it very, very sparsely and straight and to the point. So I had all of this information about um, the mascots. I had all of this information about the trophy. And then also, I have built up a lot of information about Desert Storm and Operation Normandy.
Mm-hmm.
So here comes COVID. I've got an inch or two of notes. I said,
Mm-hmm.
let me try to put this together in a sequence of events. And so this was my
Mm-hmm.
first attempt. And I started enjoying it. And then I put it into a mystery. And the
Right.
mystery is not revealed until the very end. So you will be led down a path, and I don't think you're going to get the proper ending until the end. In fact, it has three endings.
Oh.
First, if you get it on the first end, you're a genius. Second end, you should get it. The third end, you should be dancing in the aisles if it goes into a movie, that's the third ending, and you'll be dancing in the aisles.
We're finally getting the story. I mean, the
Yeah.
hints.
I got to be
Right.
careful how I word it so I don't tell you how it ends while I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to explain the book.
Right, 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 right. Okay, nice. So this is kind of like a fictional type of story with all of those information you've gathered during COVID
Right.
about the Navy. Oh, wow, that's very interesting, Paul.
Actually,
Now, hmm
I started gathering information in the 1980s and just
right,
threw it in the
wow.
drawer. Threw it in the drawer. And okay.
Right. So from an engineer, you actually transitioned into someone to actually publish a book, a writer, an author, and just to actually dare or challenge yourself and look at you. You have one published book, and you're actually here with us talking about this book that you once was once a challenge for you, and here
Yeah.
you are with your book published and being marketed online now. One thing, Paul, what do you want your readers to take away after reading your book?
Was it enjoyable? Was it enjoyable? Nothing deep. You're not going to have
Mm-hmm.
any moral consequences or anything out of this, but
Right.
it was a challenge how to solve
Decipher,
the
right.
mystery. And he said,
Right.
I got it. If you get it on
Yeah.
the first time, you're real good. You're
Mm-hmm.
real good. You ought to be very proud of yourself. But you can't cheat. You
Mm-hmm.
can't go back and look. You gotta go all the way through it.
Right, 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 right. All right, Paul, you actually mentioned that you're an engineer, right? And you actually doubted yourself and, creating a story. Now, I want to know from someone's POV, engineer's POV, how does your working schedule or writing schedule work? Like, do you have any routine before doing your writing?
Well, I'm retired, so you have all the time you
Oh,
want.
you have all the time, and
And
then
I'm an early
COVID came.
riser. I'm an early
Right, right,
riser.
right.
So I could get up and start. And then when my
hmm
wife would call me to do chores, I'd stop. And then later on, I'd start again. It's very
Right, right.
simple. No problem at all.
Okay. You also mentioned that the book has three parts. For giving or hinting the answer or the mystery of the book. Um, I want to know which part of the book is the most challenging part in writing.
Hmm.
hmm
The sequence where they are involved in Operation
Hmm.
Normandy, there was a lot of timelines that they had to go through, and that was kind of difficult. Sometimes I find them going from one place to another place, and there was no way they can do it unless they had a time machine. So I had to rewrite it. So
Right.
the timeline of things, that was kind of difficult.
Right, right, right. Actually, I'm seeing that on myself as well. Just by thinking of creating a book, I already thinking of how to organize the story, to edit it, and things like that. And for sure, that is very challenging. To make the story make sense.
Right.
And right. And then you've managed to do that. And congratulations, Paul. You have
Thank you.
one published book. Given that you already have this book, Paul, are you planning to create a sequel for this one?
Well, we're going to have to see how this one does
Oh,
because
right, right, right.
I'm trying to actually reach a generation that, like yourself and my
Mhm.
granddaughter and those people, and introduce them to how it was back then.
Right.
Um, I don't know yet because we just got it released. I don't know yet how it's going to be accepted,
Hmm.
but I do know that if it is accepted, there will be another one. There will be another one.
Wow, and we're excited for that. Just in case, we're hoping that this book will actually reach those people that are interested in this type of, let's say, story. Those people that are interested in mystery solving, problem solving, so that we can actually get another book from Paul H. Diana.
There
All
you
right,
go.
Paul. So I have asked all of the questions we have prepared for you for this session. That would conclude our session for today. Now, for the last time, invite everyone to buy a copy of your book.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
All right. Okay. Again, this is Paul H. Diana, the author of the book, The Commander in Chief's Trophy. The book is available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and for sure on another retail websites. Again, thank you so much, Paul H. Diana. As we always say here at Readers Magnet, we share your story with the world. Goodbye, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.